All right. So module 4 discussions. Um, so it says select a prompt. I'm gonna go with one specific group you're currently part of. So one specific group that I'm currently part of is right now I've been going to church with my parents. As of recently, it's been quite a while since I went to a religious gathering. Um, but it's really interesting. I've connected with people there. So it states describe one recent interaction in each context. Okay, identify at least one concept. So in this, so in this group or in this church thing I'm going to, I've connected with people within like roughly 6 months to a year. It's on, off, and off. Really, a year and like a couple months, but um, I have gotten a little closer each passing time because of work and school. It has really pushed me out quite quite a lot. And I would have to admit that it's been stagnating ever since our last interactions. But one of the key communication concepts that I find myself really using is that reach back, that affirmation that I use for people um, to really, tell them, hey, I'm still here. I'm doing great. I'm fine. I'm. I tried to explain on what's going on, the scenarios, the the life that's going around me, that surrounds me, and how that's affecting our interactions for our friend group there. And they're very understanding, so they're very sweet, they're very kind, and a lot of because of that oversharing, I've been comfortable enough or intimate enough with my emotions and in my personal experience on what's going on. I am comfortable with telling them on how everything's shaping up to be. So a key communications. Okay, so 3 says explain one communication behavior you used to stay certain and may have limited, and one that had made limited. So like I said, one of the limitations is just not asking for that reach back. I'm kind of just ghosting or just coming away apart from our relationships between the friend group from that from church. One thing that I've always been trying is try to message at least one of them, or whenever I get back, I always try to talk to everyone, and keep tabs on what's going on, stuff like that. Last question that says, identify one adjustment you could make to improve the relationship or your group participation. So, like always, try to be as engaging as possible, because we do have certain groups such as family, friends, or even relationships. um, there's a lot of engagement out of reach you have to do, um, and you kind of just have to navigate by hearing and by feeling, because everyone's scenario and everyone's experience and way of life is very different from others, and that's very perspective into how people should really look at stuff. So there's no, not only one solution but many solutions. Anyways, that's kind of the main gist of what I have. Hopefully, I've answered the prompts correctly and according to the textbooks. I know it talked about de-escalation and relation escalation. So escalations, ways you can make an improvement. De-escalating is kind of just coming apart. And yeah, I would have to say you have both that's going on, de-escalation, escalation. So it's at that time it's kind of just stagnating on average, but it's better than just staying here than just going down. Anyways, that was all. Thank you very much.